ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Run Boom video. Just want to say thank you guys for the support in the last two, and I'm also sorry that I missed a day uploading, or maybe even two. The reason for that is because my bitch mom made me go out to the house with her and go shopping, go get groceries and shit, all that gross stuff. I don't know why. And so because of that, I had to hit my goon quota of the day. You know how it is. I had to at least get, like a 12, like a baker's dozen. And because of her trying to get me to go out and actually interact with society, I had to lock in the latter half of the day to hit that quota. So I'm sorry about that. But I am back and I'm ready to go. Today we actually have a fan submission from Apple Wolf RL5QK. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And he said, I would like to submit the topic of, is it gay to be attracted to femboys, since men are usually attracted to their feminine qualities? And that's a great question, and you're talking to the expert here. I've been on the femboy game since I came out of the womb, since I entered the world. I've just been attracted to them because, first of all, you're really getting the best of both worlds. So, they're gonna have that little extra branch down there, and that's always a good time. You always hear things. It's like, oh, you gotta make sure you're cutting off that branch down there. Now, why would you do that? That's the best part. And also, they're gonna have testosterone, which is great because they're gonna be big and brolic, or they have the potential to, and I love that. That's why I really like fucking manhandle you and throw you through like a wall or something, or whatever guys do when they get angry. But they also have, some feminine qualities because they are a femboy, which is awesome. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. That's always pretty sick. Just in case that's, one day you're wanting to get fucking dick down, but the other day you're wanting to, have a feminine time, whatever females have. I'm not too sure what they have going, or what their whole biological thing is. I've heard murmurs and rumors to the grapevine that women don't have penises, but that just simply doesn't make sense, because that can't be right. Get the fuck out of here. And also, because it's technically, you don't have to worry about girls doing girl things, whatever they do. I don't interact with girls. All I know is that sometimes they have to, once a month, they have to worry about them bleeding out or something, and they have to plug it. I don't really know what's going on there. It's kind of weird. I think they just need to stop cutting themselves. I think that would probably solve that problem. I don't know how they haven't thought about that before. And so, in my opinion, I don't think it's gay. I just think it's just logical. It just makes sense. So I don't think it's gay if you're attracted to, the feminine parts. Now, if you're only with them for the guy parts, now you might be, entering the, homosexual area, which, obviously nothing wrong with that, because that's just fucking awesome. So it really just depends, but overall I'd say no, because if you're attracted to the feminine qualities, then you're just a logical thinker. You're a businessman. You should be on Shark Tank. You just know that I'm getting the bang for my buck here, because they have the testosterone, they can lift heavy things, they could do the hard work and shit, but they could also do whatever females do. I'm gonna be honest here, I really don't know. I think the last time I interacted with a female, y'all heard how that went. And besides that, the only female I ever interact with is my mom. But I try to do that as little as possible, because she usually just gets angry at me and tells me how much of a pathetic loser I am, and how she's so disappointed in me, and blah 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 and all that, which just doesn't make any sense now. So girls they're just grody. They have cooties, and because then that's like, you could die from that shit. So you don't have to worry about that, because whenever you're with a girl, you have to wear like a biohazard suit so you don't contract their diseases. Guys, they're pretty cheap. You don't have to really buy anything for them. The only thing they're probably gonna want you to buy is like a gun or something. And once you get a gun, you can actually get anything for free. So that just makes sense. But girls, you have to go buy them like Band-Aids all the time, and they're constantly bleeding and shit. So that was a great suggestion.